Kings as he congratulates Anthony Mason. Will get the victory here at home to improve to 35-25. The Hornets with a record now of 33-28. So for Mike Cheminsky, this is Jim Szoke saying so long from Arco Arena, where the final score is 105-92.
Fox Sports Net, glad to be in Sacramento for this Friday night of NBA basketball. A capacity crowd on hand to see Vince Carter and the Toronto Raptors taking on the Sacramento Kings. Toronto starts off 2 of 6 from the field. Jason. Yes. 3-point field goal, and the Kings red hot to start the ball game.
Page finding Jason Williams in the open floor, and Jason Williams in the open floor gets all the defenders running back, pulls up, knocks it down. Boy, you can't do it much better than that, and it's good to see Jason get started off, get a shot to go early. Really.
Now a switch defensively, and Vlade Divac, Jason Williams and Vlade Divac working that play to perfection.
And really what you said earlier, this Doug Crickle.
Give and go, Jason Williams and Vlade Divac play catch, and the Kings lead by 10. The Lakers. Christie gets by Jason Williams. Divac with the block. 3-on-2. Jason. Yes.
That is absolutely a great play, Jason.
Corbin. And what a setup to JB. Oh, that's gorgeous basketball.
Boy, that was so neat. I mean, Jason Williams has been completed. Now watch this. Here's JB, finds Jason. Jason looks like he's going to go cross court, but a little behind the back dip to John Barry, who is automatic when he gets his feet set like that.
Jason, see you later, Christie. What a feed to Williamson.
Boy, now that was just a gorgeous.
Vince Carter with 25, but it's not enough because Vlade Divac and the Sacramento Kings were too strong from the get-go. And Sacramento now at 36-25 on the year. Vlade Divac's performance, another good one tonight. And the Kings beat the Toronto Raptors, and they beat them rather easily. Toronto, the hottest team in the NBA coming in. But the Kings win it 103-88.
That's Bart Simpson right there. Oh, Bart.
All this ice, man. That's 11 years, man. 11 years.
Tonight from Staples Center, the Lakers try to run their winning streak to 18 in a row as they face the powerful Sacramento Kings. Guard Jason Williams. Now the pass all the way into the basket. They get it to Weber. Two-hand reverse slam dunk. Nice pass.
Well, Jason Williams, when you're on the floor with Jason, make sure you have your hands in a...
Over here to Stojakovic. Now out to Williams. Three-pointer. It's good. Beautiful shot. Boy, they move that ball in the front court in a hurry.
And Jason Williams gets a shot off in a hurry, too. One of the things, though, shot selection is...
Wait. Here's a dribble drive by Williams away from Kobe underneath. Throws a bad pass. And Weber saves it and throws it up and in. A bounce pass that he had no reason to catch. And Dunn with the ball in the front court. He stops for another three. He gets another three. This time on Rice.
Well, it's funny how this guy...
That pass with Williams guys to get it around Kobe down the middle. Whips the ball to Weber. 20-footer good. What a great pass. What a sensational play.
So you have to make Jason Williams. I've said it before. Well, dribble penetration is what it's all about, and Jason Williams can do it as well as anybody. Then he dishes the ball off to the open man.
The ball. One-on-one against Kobe. Williams still dribbling against Kobe. Changes direction. Goes around the screen. 20-foot jumper. He knocks it down. Three-pointer. Nice play. He used the screen to perfection. To Williamson. Corliss Williamson gives the ball to Williams. Williams in deep. Bounce the ball back to Williamson. Basket counts foul. Beautiful transition.
Again, though, I've said it many times. I guess I have to keep saying it. You must make Jason Williams a scorer when he penetrates. Don't everybody convert.
The Lakers trailing it by 7, same as they did at the half, and 3 three-pointers in the book. Williams dribbling around Fisher, in deep, throws it up and in easily. No contest. Make it 106 to 100. Outside three-pointer is good. They won't go. 106. This is the Los Angeles Lakers Basketball Network.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Rose Garden in Portland, Oregon. Along with Danny Ainge, I'm Kevin Calabro. Tonight, the Portland Trailblazers, 24-5 at home, 48-15 on the year, third best in the Pacific Division, second, third best in the West. Kings on the fly. What's Jason going to do? Jump pass to the second man through. It's the trailer. Big nasty for the left-hand finish.
I don't know. I'm not even sure he knows what he's going to do half the time. Looked like he was going to. He's just not there yet.
And the other thing is people have the book on him now, and they're playing that right hand, but he makes a nice pass. And O'Neal. Tough one to handle. Jason Williams scoots across the key. 0-0 show, and the Blazers win again here at home. Second winningest club in the NBA, the Portland Trail Blazers, respond here at home after winning 2 on the road against Detroit and the Washington Wizards, and they defeat the Sacramento Kings. Final here tonight, 96-91.
From Arco Arena in Sacramento, California, it's Clippers basketball on KCAL 9. Tonight, the Los Angeles Clippers visit the Kings. Has the screen, shoots over it and gets it. Jason Williams, a 35. Mind, Bill. 11-11 ball game. Look at the bounce on that. Talk about a soft touch. Okay, 16-15, the Kings right back at you. Oh, that's some play by Jason Williams. You can see him Saturday night. Of halftime rule. Williams, Jason just exploded by Anderson. Jason Williams has 8. Well, it's hard to believe this is the same ball club we saw a night ago. Weber makes the catch in the jam.
Problems underneath the basket here as Lamar Odom got caught up.
He tripped over a camera. Lamar Odom just tripped over a camera. Wow. The lead is 20. Really enjoyed it. Pretty sorry to see you make this shocking decision here today. Boy, oh boy. A sad night for sure. Clippers lose big by 20 and a big redhead. Says Bond to do. Wow. This is tough.
Live from Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, Fox Sports Net 2 presents Clippers basketball. Tonight, the Los Angeles Clippers host the Sacramento Kings. Holy smokers. Williams all the way to the goal.
Beautiful.
Tough shot. Shot clock is not reset. Anderson, Williams.
What a left.
Anderson loses the ball. Jason Williams on the run.
It's amazing how quick he is, how much range he can cover. He's literally 6 feet tall. The teasing teardrop.
Yeah. Give up a 23-point lead, and that's a really tough loss. And we see a 44-point turnaround here tonight, Bill.
History almost made once again. The Clippers had a chance early in the week to make history by winning 3 games in a row. They almost had a chance tonight. They stumbled both times, but they get a chance once again Monday night here at Staples.
Fox Sports Net presents Sacramento Kings basketball. There's a good look at the capital city. And tonight, as always, 17,000 plus will be at Arco Arena to see the Washington Wizards and the Sacramento Kings.
You do not help out off a big-time hot score.
Oh, what a pass! And Chris Weber, the recipient of that great look from Jason Williams.
So Jason always, he knows where everybody on the court. Well, that's probably what Danny Ainge would call a heat check.
Oh, Jason Williams with some fancy dribbling.
And Jason might have been having a little bit of a heat check, but Danny Ainge used to, when he was going.
A nifty pass to Chris Weber, who's got 8. And the Kings only down 3 after the red-hot start by Mitch Richmond. Point lead down to just 3, and Jason Williams with a couple of nice plays.
Watch Jason Williams. He knows where Chris Weber is. Just threads the needle with a baseball pass. Chris doesn't disappoint. Now Jason in the open court. A little shake and bake here on Chris Whitney and up over the top for that little jump shot. So Jason's got it going.
Williams with the step. And he gets the layup to fall. Lakers, they've beaten the Knicks, they've beaten the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And Jason Williams answers right back. And the Kings have the 59-58 lead. It's all over. The Kings come from behind. And they win win in 98-86. Vlade Divac with 24 points and 12 rebounds. Our Chevy player of the game. Vlade Divac, Chevy will be there. And Mitch Richmond has some unkind words for the officials as he leaves. 26 points for Mitch, but he will not be happy with those field goal percentage numbers. The Kings happy, though, as they will board the airplane and fly to Phoenix. We'll come back and talk with our post-game guest in a few minutes. The Kings Television Network welcomes you to Phoenix, the home of the red-hot Suns. They are looking to make it 20 wins in their last 25 games tonight in front of a packed house. As for the third time this year, it's the Kings and the Suns. Jason Williams, oh, what a feed to Vlade Divac.
Boy, Jason Williams, I mean, that's another one of those...
Obviously flew home, and his son's doing much better. We're certainly glad to see that. All right, Divac, again, what a sizzling pass by Jason Williams.
Well, Jason Williams has really come out with a lot of fire in his eyes. I think he's always liked to play against Jason. You know, I mean, you got a Penny Hardaway, Jason Kidd, Cliff Robinson, and the Kings have got a pretty nice weapon going themselves named Jason Williams.
Yeah, well, Jason. And Funderburk, and now numbers the other way. Jason Williams, he has trailers, but he doesn't need it. Jason Williams now with 5 points.
Finds Vlade Divac underneath the basket for a little easy shot. Jason getting places on the floor, making passes, but also he's got that three-pointer going. Look at that nice arch.
Yep.
Follow through on that.
Thumb and index finger on his shooting hand. Jason from downtown. And Jason Williams with his second three. Also John Barry at home.
Kings can take care of that part of it. Obviously, offensively, have done some good things.
Well, Jason Williams has got a stroke back. That's his third triple. He's in double figures with 12, and it's 38-32.
And he was really a Pistons. For Jason Williams, knocking it down from long range. Here's another look. Jason again off the dribble in the middle of the net.
And the Kings get it right back. Pollard foul, put it in the bucket, send him to the line. Scott Pollard with 4.4 seconds left.
I mean, Jason Williams, that is one gorgeous play. Obviously, was able to not only get the rebound, but just tip it in one motion. Now watch this. Here's the whole thing developed. There's a little backdoor to Jason. Finds Tyrone Corbin. He has an open shot. Misses it. Now watch the ball come up. Jason Williams left-handed. Wow. All in one motion. Now that is a big-time play. That is Pete Maravich come back.
Well, the Suns win the ball game, but they may, and I underline may, have lost their point guard. Jason Kidd injured in the first half of play. Suns 114, Kings 93. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this. And Jason, yes, three-point basket by Jason Williams, and the Kings back on top by 2. Well, the little punter with the head fake, and it's knocked away. 3 on 2. Jason looking for the pull-up. Jason Williams with 8 points, and we're tied at 12.
Well, JW's
with the Kings defense creating a three-point basket. Jason Williams already with 8 points. The Kings and Pistons tied at 12.
Affected the shot a little bit.
Jason Williams, nice setup to Divac.
Well, Jason is really, now here's Jason really bringing all the Pistons to him, finds Vlade.
Weber has to double. Stolen by Williams. He's got Anderson. He's got Funderburk, and it's Nick.
Here's a steal. Jason Williams in the open floor. He sees Nick. Boy, just puts that ball in a beautiful bounce.
And for the first time in Sacramento era history, the Kings have reached the 40-win mark. 113-103. Chris Webber with a huge second half, but it was Nick Anderson the man. Nick Anderson, our Chevy player of the game. Nick Anderson and Chevy will be there. 28-11 for Nick Anderson. 11-21. And the Kings now will get ready for the Los Angeles Lakers on Sunday. Gutty performance by the Sacramento Kings. We'll be back. Again, the Kings win it. 113-103 on Fox Sports Net.
Pressed him up for the playoffs. Williamson, Divac, and Weber up front. When you think about what Weber has done this year, it's all the more impressive when you realize that Williamson is usually not that much of an offensive threat. Divac, while still effective, has numbers that are down from a year ago. Anderson is shooting 40%, and Jason Williams is, to put it mildly, erratic. Williamson the rebound. A no-look pass from Williams to Williams' son, and down it goes, and he comes to the line.
This crowd is so great in here. You can feel how much they love the...
One down. Williams.
He was on balance that time. His shoulder, look at his shoulders now. They're going to be square to the target. He gets a great look, and he knocks it in. And then Nick Anderson.
Williams, what's he going to do?
Shoot a three, what I said to you.
Now he's going to drive. Give it up to Weber, and Weber has 14.
Now that's the patience. And Jason Williams, he hesitates, he penetrates, he finds Weber. A layup, a high percentage shot, and Weber likes each other.
Jason Williams with the jumper.
You know, he's not going to lack confidence.
Williams splits the defense, then sends it back out to Weber. Williams out of the corner for three.
He was on balance. That's twice he's hit jump shots where he's taking his time. He's on overthrows early because he's so revved up. Jason Williams here gets inside, but he's going to go right out to the three-point line. Look how calm there he is. He's on balance. He takes his time. Now that's a high percentage.
Lakers need something from someone other than Shaq or Kobe. Weber.
The Lakers thought that Jason Williams was going to take that shot.
Williams against Bryant, lays it in.
He's so quick. The Lakers love
half, and Jason Williams brings it out of the backcourt. Wastes no time launching his first shot and swishes it.
Very good play that time.
It would have been a two-pointer. Loose ball picked up by Williams, who saves it behind the back to Divac. Now Williams has it back to the hole.
Now, a little change of pace, a little change of speed, and Rick Edelman has talked to Jason Williams yesterday. We talked to him. Bobby said, I want him to teach him to be efficient, to use his speed, change speeds on the floor, and he does it. The great save behind his back. Looks inbounds, he sees one of his teammates inbounds, he jumps back, he gets it inside. The little crossover dribble, the one-hand finish. Jason Williams, 2 baskets here to start the third quarter.
Bill Russell on Jason Williams. I like his spirit. He kind of reminds me of my old teammate, Bob Cousy. Jason Williams and Vikings wide receiver Randy Moss were teammates at DuPont High School in Bell, West Virginia. In 1994, Williams was the USA Today West Virginia Player of the Year as a senior, with his team finishing as the runner-up in the state championship. There he was setting up Moss for the dunk. Then Moss returns the favor, and Williams slams it home off the Moss rebound and assist. And Moss is at the game wearing Williams number 55. They embrace before the contest. Bryant had it poked away by Divac into the hands of Williams. He's off to the races. The jumper over Harper is good.
He's really settled down. Nice rhythm now. Nice pull-up. Playing the game simply. Just what his coach wants him to do. You can still pick and...
Here comes Jason Williams. He's got Weber on his right. He'll pull up for three. And who's going to tell him not to?
In the next 5 seconds or so, they can get a 2-for-1 possession.
No problem. He's happy to oblige. Perspiration literally dripping from Shaq's chin tells you they've had to sweat for every bit of it. The final score, Los Angeles, which has now won 25 of their last 26 and 6 in a row, 90, and Sacramento 89.
California, but the crowd filing its way into Arco Arena here in Sacramento, California. And tonight we have a doubleheader. It's the NBA on TNT. Coming up shortly, it'll be the New York Knicks against the Sacramento, who has 8 points. And there is Jason Williams, and he gives the Kings their first points from the backcourt with a 3.
Well, he attempts
beyond the arc, and Sacramento coming up trailing by 4. They have been behind all game, but Jason Williams trying to bring him back. He is entertaining, spectacular, and part of his game. The main thing here is he attempts 7 a game. He shoots it. Thomas, plenty of time. And Williams with a long 3. That is his 3rd of the game. Their 7th in a row, and the Toronto Raptors broke a 4-game losing streak, so a tough loss for the Knicks, but for the Sacramento Kings, coming back from their loss to the Lakers on Sunday, a big game. Chris Webber with his 4th career triple-double.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Key Arena in Seattle, Washington. I'm Kevin Calabro along with James Worthy. Tonight, the Seattle Supersonics meet the Sacramento Kings. The Kings.
So far by the Sonics, you know, Kevin, sometimes when you have these problems, and they do arise as Vlade goes
into the midcourt. There's Payton. He nearly gave it away, he did. Williams deflects it to Thunderberg. Back to Williams into the lane for the bucket. Holy mackerel. Got to take care of it. Webber with a rebound. One hands it quickly to Williams. Jason across midcourt. Great bounce pass. Vlade into the lane. Lazy
for the Sonics to make a good spurt in transition and build up this lead. Nice pass.
Jason, the bounce pass down low. Stojakovic. Beautiful reverse beneath the cylinder, and he lays it up and in. Stojakovic with a sensation.
Incredible. Check this out. A little hard bounce flash. There's Stojakovic. You see him there on your screen going back door, and he just drilled.
Sonics win it here tonight, 123 to 108. And
welcome back to the capital city, Sacramento, California. Quick check of the starting lineups for the Sixers and the Kings. Tony Kukoc remaining as the starter because of the injury suffered by George Lynch. And the Sacramento Kings going with their usual starting 5. Chris Webber, Carlos Williamson, Vlade Divac, Jason Williams, and Nick Anderson.
From all that space, and it cost him the bucket.
Jason Williams back on the floor. That's his first shot attempt. Just a soft toss off the glass outside.
Allen Iverson gets caught out in front, and before the defense can react, he just lays that one off the glass. That is a terrific shot, and it shows you part of the magic that he has, and he really ought to try to come to the rim of Oakland, and we finished second.
Sounding bitter many years later. Here's Jason Williams from downtown. Here's Jason Williams popping one up. That's a 3 for Jason. Very quiet. A good pass thrown by Iverson. Williams whipping to Williamson. So the King.
Williams missed both of his free throws, and they make Iverson work for that hoop, but he gets it done.
Here's Williams for 3. I'll tell you, Jason Williams has been.
But anytime Jason Williams can get this shot and not have to feel like he's going to rush it, big things are going to happen for Williams and the Kings.
Timeout called. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
Violation. Kings with the ball.
Here's Williams again from downtown. That's 4. Crowd reacts to every pass, and he fires. Yes! 4 for Jason Williams.
And what you'll notice about all of the Jason Williams three-point attempts is a lack of pressure on him. He was able to get these shots in a pretty good rhythm, and once his confidence was up, he was ready to throw the darts against anybody, and he took advantage of it and helped them build a huge.
In Sacramento, in a moment, we'll pause for these words.
Sacramento Kings Jason Williams, a reason to smile, for the Kings are going back to the NBA playoffs in the Western Conference. It's been an MVP-like season for Chris Webber, averaging almost 25 points a game. They've been tough for the men. Rick Adelman brings his Sacramento Kings into Reunion Arena. The playoff-bound Sacramento Kings, but tonight they'll be without C. Webb. Chris Webber out with an injury. The Mavericks and the Kings, the 4th and final time they meet tonight here at Reunion. And Jim Kinsey. Bradley and Divac controlled by the Kings. Williams guarded by Nash.
Inside to Divac for the layup. That didn't take long.
What a pass. Woo. That's enough. Bradley good at that. He's really learning. You miss one, you come right back and take the next one.
Nice feed from Williams to Williamson. Corliss Williamson with 6. This time to Bradley on the dive, but he lost it. And here's Williams at the other end.
That's what they do well. If you turn the ball over against Sacramento, that's where they...
Both teams very similar, 10 out of 17 and 10 out of 18 from the field. Williams hangs the shot up there good. Jason Williams with 4.
Strickland recognized it and did it immediately.
Strick's got 15 in the game. Jason Williams scores. Williams has 6.
And not handle Strickland in the open court.
Williams looks him away, missed on the layup.
I shouldn't get
followed it in.
Too many people watching that time, Jim.
It's in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, played very well.
Williams. Jason Williams hits on the float. 10 points for him. By the Mavericks in the third. They were at 58% in the half. They're 5 for 8 in this quarter. Divac lays it in and a foul. Dirk Nowitzki called for the foul.
You must commit that foul and take away that basket. You give up the 2 free throws, but don't give him this. See, Nowitzki came over the top of the shoulder. Watch Nowitzki, number 41, commits the foul. But you got to hit it hard enough.
Point game. 1.6 difference, remember. Williams to the cup. Lays it in with 19.8 left.
Mavericks by 1. Watch Jason Williams travel here and get away with it. He picks up the ball. Picks up the ball right here. There's one step with the right foot, second step with the left foot. No call.
Mavericks 14 of his 38 in the fourth quarter of this game. 105-102, the Mavericks.
After a 5-game winning streak, the defending world champion San Antonio Spurs try to stop a 2-game slide tonight and look for their first win over the Sacramento Kings.
You're not matched up correctly, and you're really susceptible to offensive rebounds. Jason Williams with a great look to Stojakovic. You look at this group that's out there now, with the exception of Scott Pollard, Stojakovic, Corliss Williamson.
Boy. Good step of the baseline by Antonio. And Antonio was instant offense last night for the San Antonio Spurs. Williams over Porter. And Jason Williams a little space. Gives the King. He helped deflect it away from Blotty. Kersey picked it up, got it right back to the lead guard. Williams gets it to Funderburg for the easy one. AJ thought he had a body foul from Divac. Williams inside, super pass to Stojakovic. When he faked going up for the shot. You better be ready, because they'll hit you in the bean if you don't. All over the place.
Great look, right. 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Terry Porter having a monster game.
Williams popping out to the three-point line. What a release. How quick was that? It's only a 5-point lead.
Williamson looks like he's ready to come this time on a double team.
A little bit too strong. Funderburg, final 5 seconds with Jason Williams, who's got plenty of time. Left it for Pollard. What a pass by Jason Williams.
Talking to the officials all night. He's not going to be wrong when he does come back here.
Wrestling match, Kersey and Williamson. So Jason Williams says, I'll take it myself, and gets it up early before Daniels can get out. No fouls against Sacramento. Williams for 3, way outside. Jason Williams hitting a couple of huge three-pointers, to say the least.
They're standing around. The best penetrator for the Spurs, Sean Elliott. Pop gets him into the game, see what his penetration will cause.
Jason Williams doing it on his own. His 4th.
Antonio has to do is be productive each offensive trip down the floor.
Hanging, thinking he's Elgin Baylor, and releasing it.
And Houston and Golden State. Schedule clearly favors Phoenix.
Going to be tough to catch the Suns. 2 back in the loss column with 7 to play. It can be done because this team has done it before on the road. We saw it at Portland and at Seattle. But the consistency from quarter to quarter is going to have to be there, especially at the offensive end, and to continue tonight just like last night.
Got to get back to playing defense. We gave up 29, 30 points a quarter. Spurs don't win when they do that.
For PJ Carlesimo, Jim Knox, our entire Fox Sports Net crew, I'm Joel Myers. Thanks for being with us. Sacramento wins it by 10, 108-98.
A sold-out Arco Arena in Sacramento, California, where the Kings are taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota on to Divac to Williams over Serbia.
Beautiful pass by Divac right back
for Sacramento. He's got 4 already. The Divac screen for Williams.
Well, that's good because you want him to get a good...
Here comes Jason Williams looking to create. Works on Serbiak into Pollard. They needed that in the worst way.
Well, and that's a great play on Jason's pass. You know, you can see he wants to get off. I want to see him get off, and he makes the nice pass. He just comes down. It's a simple ball for the Kings because they don't have good perimeter defensive players in the game right now.
Divac to Williams for 3. Some clutch shooting down the stretch with some free throws and a couple of turnovers. A big night for Terrell Brandon with 30 points, tying his season high. And let's send it over to Craig Sager.
Out on the break, an excellent shot blocker off the ball, averaging about 9 rebounds a game here over the last 15 games.
Jason Williams with his first basket.
High school and got his knee injured and really has not been the same player. As we see Jason Williams coming down and launching the 3 on the fast break. But ran the rhythm this game after missing some games.
Williams snaps a pass inside to Weber.
That will get you in rhythm. Chris Webber is an amazing athlete. Great hands. You see the nice, powerful finish around the basket. Having a magnificent...
Jason Williams between the legs, then fires the 3.
Both of those 3s that he's taken today, he's been on balance. He's square to do that because Jason Williams is just roaming on defense.
He tries another and makes it 3 in a row.
When the game is on and the lights are bright, this guy's eyes of Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, one of the better defenders in the NBA, and Randy Livingston is a very strong guard, but he does not have the quickness to match up with Jason Williams, so he has to give him space. And both times down the floor, you see the space that was given. He comes off one time the screen roll, one time he just attacks him and pulls up. And Jason Williams off to a great start, unlike when we were in here against the Lakers a couple of weeks ago. That was an excellent over-the-top pass.
4-point game. Another excellent pass from Williams to Pollard, who goes to the other side.
I couldn't believe it. My brother was telling me that he was a great player. Before draft day, I told Chris that I hope they get the point guard from Florida, Jason Williams, and he was like, what are you talking about? Who's this Jason Williams guy?
With the 7th pick in the 1998 NBA draft.
And draft day came and they got Jason, and I just started jumping up and down, and we were both.
Rogers on the offensive glass, got a hand on it, couldn't hold on. Here comes Williams. Nothing but Kings. And they're on a 7-0 run.
I see Jason Williams got that. Williams is on the fast break. I'm not saying this is a selfish play, but if you're going to see on the right side of it, Weber was ahead of him on the break. He could have thrown the ball to his player, Penny Hardaway.
Williams just streaks to the hoop.
This is a team, Bob, we talked about it. It was a 16-point game. It was 16.
Nice move, but the left-hander rattled out. Jason Williams pulls up for 3. He will infuriate you, and he will exhilarate you. And one of the assistants is the legend from Princeton. Speaking of Williams, nice little catch and put. Williams gets back ahead of the field for a meaningless layup at the buzzer. Phoenix sweeps the season series against Sacramento, 4-zip. 102-97 the final score. Whether they meet Utah in a 2-7 matchup, a team they very nearly upset a year ago in the playoffs, or the Lakers in a 1-8 confrontation, and the Lakers are a team Sacramento has played very
just a straight cold player.
The NBA on TNT welcomes you to the state capital of California, Sacramento, where tonight, before a capacity crowd at the Arco Arena, the stingiest team in the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs, take on the most prolific scoring team, the Sacramento Kings. Webber trying to control and does, underhands it out to Williams. Spurs get back. Williams speeds around Avery Johnson, and it's 4-0.
They're not back on defense, so where are they? You know, they're getting lost from circle to circle defensively.
Great pass from Webber to Williams on the drive, and the Kings are doing it all.
Long pass, and as this game goes on, remember, they keep that same tempo.
There's a great behind-the-back pass by Jason Williams, and Vlade Divac, 5 short baseline hook.
They rely on Jason Williams to push the ball and then make the decision. Nice pass.
Another great pass, and it goes through for Chris Webber. So Jason Williams putting on an early show in the assist department, and it is 22-8.
Give you an excellent highlight. Look to the right now. You're going to see Webber coming right down the lane. Why? Because Duncan left Webber to help out on the dribbler who had already beaten his man. Right here, sleeping. Now, when you come off a screen, you always come off at least 2 dribbles. But they resurrect the play again, mainly because of the given.
Jerome Kersey on an error, bad pass, and there's Williams tapping it to himself and laying it in. Well, I'll tell you, he is spectacular when he makes the right decisions on the floor, and tonight.
Now, this is just a great play by them and a beautiful tap, reading the situation by Jason Williams. He's off and running.
Get the call from the official. Williams coming back and hits a 3, and that's one thing Jason Williams can give a team. He can give them instant result. Going in again to Robinson. Remember, Divac playing with 3 fouls on the turnover. Ellie chasing Jason Williams.
He shocked Ellie right there. Ellie thought that he was going to block that shot, and Jason Williams set that down.
And a foul is called, but a lot of flair and splash from Jason Williams. The foul is on Mario Ellie, his second. Right now, let's quickly check in with Reggie Theus.
Hey, Dick, if you see Jason Williams getting more aggressive, it may be because in that last timeout, Coach Adelman turned to him and said, listen, Jason, you can beat their point guard anytime you want. We have to get our aggressiveness back. We're playing too slow in this third quarter. Guys.
No question about it, Reggie, and that's been the story, and Jason Williams following coach's orders. This is a 20-second timeout called by Rick Adelman of Sacramento as flying against Webber. The double team and the steal by Jason Williams. 3-on-2 break. No-look pass to Nick Anderson. And it's a 3-point game. And a timeout coming up as Greg Popovich wants to talk it over. Jason Williams playing a terrific all-round game. In fact, the backcourt for the Kings, Anderson and Williams.
Dick, from 8 minutes down in the fourth quarter until right now, no second shot.
Jason Williams breaks the tie. He has 14.
Popovich to cheat, they'll shoot the 3.
And the Spurs have missed their last 17. Not Jason Williams, he hit his last. And the shot clock is off. And Jason Williams looking for the 3, fires one up and hits. Jason Williams with his second from
on the same number. Now we know. Now you can see right here. This is a guy, he's having a good night shooting the 3s. He's going to come down. He's going to attempt the 3. Main thing is don't foul him in a 3-point shot. But we have
17-point deficit in the first quarter. Have won a big one on the road, beating the Sacramento Kings 98-92. The Kings have now lost 4 of their last 6 at home.
Welcome to Sacramento, where it is clearly crunch time for the Sacramento Kings. Just 5 games left in the regular season, and tonight it's the 4th and final meeting of the year against the Golden State Williamson. Numbers back the other way. They spread the floor. Nice give and go. Boy, that's nice ball movement.
Beautiful ball movement. Jason Williams really had to make a heck of a play. The ball was a little bit low, but he got it just tipped.
And numbers the other way. Caffey. Look at Jason Williams anticipate that pass, and it's a 4-on-1. Oh, my. We'll see you on every highlight show in America.
Watch this steal, Jason Williams. Great anticipation, just snakes it off. looks ahead as he always is, a little behind the back to Vlade Divac's touch to Chris Webber, and whambo.
And here come the Kings. Jason Williams, he's got Webber with him. And Jason Williams is on the scoreboard, all 5. And it's Webber with Jason Williams. And that's a preset play right off the jump ball for Sacramento.
And just a perfect pass.
For Webber to Jason Williams with 4:04 left here in the first. Williams, he's got help if he needs it. Williamson is coming down the heart. Now stops, pops, and hits.
Now that's what you love to see. When you're scoring offensively, you forget to play good.
Oh boy, Webber to Jason Williams.
The point for Chris Webber.
Play.
Now watch Chris Webber find Jason Williams on a give and go. Just perfect.
I mean, stay around in the game. Kings at the last 6 minutes of the second quarter opened up that big halftime lead, Jerry.
And welcome to the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Coming up, the Sacramento Kings taking on the Los Angeles Lakers, far and away with the best. Kings by 2, 5.5 to play in the first. Jason Williams going by Bryant and lays it in. Very tough matchup as Williams is too quick. 7 assists in this first quarter. He drives in and it goes. And the Kings.
In this one, Jason Williams takes it all away because of the poor defense of A.C. Green. Now, they had it either way. They could have spot up for it.
O'Neal with 41 points, 16 rebounds. Chris Webber faced the Kings with 36, but Kobe Bryant had 31, Glenn Rice 24, and the Kings remain 1 game now ahead of Seattle. Both teams losing tonight. The final score, Lakers 121, the Kings 114.
This is the NBA on NBC. Today, it's the Sacramento Kings versus the Portland Trail Blazers.
The Rose Garden in Portland on the final weekend of the NBA's regular season. Now tickets for the coming playoffs become hot commodities. They went on sale in Portland yesterday. Scottie Pippen knows all about the playoffs. He won 6 championships with the Bulls, and his veteran leadership could have a calming influence on the Blazers' top scorer, Rasheed Wallace, who leads the league in technical fouls. The Kings' hopes revolve around their leaders, all-star Chris Webber, and flashy point guard Jason Williams.
5 King Sacramento. Ankle-breaking crossover, leave your joint scarred. Picture in the dictionary under point guard. Don't know now? Catch it on the replay. Behind the back, pass to myself, to my teammates, to pull up off the bounce, send it to the net. I got moves nobody invented yet. Like what?
Williams. Jason Williams, pretty pass in the finish from Corliss Williamson.
And that is where they're very difficult to do.
On the baseline.
So the
Trailblazers get it back. Sorry.
A little soft bounce pass right inside. And
for 3. And look, the shot didn't even draw iron, and Williams runs out the other way.
Well, he came flying out at Steve Smith on the 3 and just continued.
Just a month ago.
Another pass.
Oh, Williams hits Williams' son, but Jason.
Job of bringing it to the rim with authority, Bonzi Wells.
Jason Williams answers with a 3 for Sacramento. His Williams for 3. And you're right. If one goes down, another will be coming. That Webber comes to help and blocked it and took it away. Williams has Barry, pulls up and scores. Jason Williams, Rick Adelman saying yesterday that they've tried to tell him you can't just play.
Webber smothers that one for Grant, and that's what starts the break for Jason Williams. And Williams is looking, can't get a better shot than that. Perimeter shot against the clock as Portland is trying to use time. Stojakovic to Williams.
Williams nearly lost control of the ball going up. Manages to shift the lethargy of that leap year loss. They could still be a big factor as Jason Williams hits a long 3. Portland Trailblazers have defeated the Sacramento Kings for the 11th straight time. They had 6 players in double figures, led by Rasheed Wallace with 18, 8 of them in the last 6 minutes of the game. Final score, 102-99.
Corbin's jumper gave Sacramento a 3 total money from beyond the arc. He had 7 3-pointers in the game. Williams finished with 23 points. Seattle only up by 1. Then it's Williams driving, scoring the pretty layup. 106-105, Seattle's up. Then Seattle would be up by 2, so Sacramento needs a 2-pointer to tie it. Peja Stojakovic, we're going to overtime. Tied at 106. The Sonics go on to...
Williams for 3. He won't be bashful about it.
Yeah, yo, you want to play scrub, it's J-Dub, you know the MO. Number 55, King, Sacramento. Ankle-breaking crossover, leave your joint scarred. Picture in the dictionary under point guard. Don't know now? Catch it on the replay. Behind the back, pass to myself, to my teammates, to pull up off the bounce, send it to the net. I got moves nobody invented yet, like what?
That's 3 offensive rebounds for 7 points here already. Uh-oh.
Jason Williams just pulls up and bombs. Taken right back. Anderson poked it to Divac. Jason Williams.
Against the Lakers, you've got to force turnovers. They don't turn it over much. They're 5th in the... Ron Harper makes a great strip of Nick Anderson as he tries to go up, and then Nick Anderson did not quit on the play. He comes in from behind. Vlade looks over his shoulder, sees Jason Williams, pulls up, knocks in that...
Jason Williams, he worked for that shot.
I like the patience, though. Normally you see him come roaring off that screen. Big Shaq play. 1 of 6 just won't get it done.
Jason Williams.
Now the same trend. Second shots forcing Shaq to miss, getting it back, and Jason Williams got a nice rhythm going right now.
That's the way he's...
Last run with Larry Bird. They will be focused. Best home record in the NBA with the Lakers. Should be exciting. Jab. That one by Kobe.
Jason Williams, you could tell he wanted to shoot a 3, and he hit it.
And that one by Jason Williams.
It's a Fox. Bryant couldn't hit the putback. Last 5 seconds. Jason Williams deals it off to Anderson for the dunk. Anderson, the beneficiary on that last bit of showmanship by Jason Williams. But the story of the game, the continued dominating play of Shaquille O'Neal. Ahmad Rashad will talk with the league's MVP, that's a certainty, and the star of this game when we come back.
Was a gorgeous day in Los Angeles today, and you see the brand new Staples Center, home of the most celebrated team in the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers finished with the league's best record and already lead the first round series. Welcome everyone to the Western Conference playoffs on TNT. Tonight, the Sacramento Kings take on the Los Angeles
roster, so he's become exclusively a three-point shooter.
Shaq with the miss, tap in try by Green wouldn't go. Jason Williams scurries the other way and hits Divac on the fly.
Well, you see, and that's one of the things that
gets to play.
You see right here, first of all, comes with the defense. They got the rebound. They couldn't get a rebound in game 1 to get an opportunity.
But in the same token, I still would love to see Vlade get inside and challenge. Speaking of defense, I love to see Vlade get inside. Just how hard is it bringing a sense of calmness, smoothness to a team that Shaq is playing on?
Williams for 3. Oh, right between the eyes.
That is fun to watch. I tell you what.
To take up the slack for Shaq not being in the game.
Williams takes it inside with another.
Yeah, yo, you want to play scrub, it's J-Dub, you know the MO. Number 55, King, Sacramento. Ankle-breaking crossover, leave your joint scarred. Picture in the dictionary under point guard. Don't know now? Catch it on the replay. Behind the back, pass to myself, to my teammates, to pull up off the bounce, send it to the net. I got moves nobody invented yet, like what?
19 rebounds, and the Lakers, at least through 2 games, look unbeatable.
They've looked unbeatable through 84 games.
Well, and they are, but I'm just not quite convinced yet. I want to see it. I want to see the trophy.
I think you will. I think you will.
Marv, thanks very much. The Sac Kings trying to do here what Seattle did yesterday and Minnesota just did, win at home in game 3 and
to find somebody.
Back line, Williams slices through the defense.
Right back to Shaq.
What's Williams thinking about? A drive to the basket and a left-hand lay-in. Harper curling into the paint, rejected by Divac. Sacramento with numbers. Williams pushing it. Blind pass to Anderson for the reverse.
Now you ask if he's grown. One back, here's the block shot. They're going to be in the open court. And again, it's a spectacular play. You're down 8. It's the playoffs. You leave your feet. You're looking around. Uh-oh, where am I going to go? At the last minute, he finds Nick Anderson. He bails him out and gets the layup. They're within 6.
Up high at the moment. Williams drives by Shaw and scores.
Now, I'll live with that. Came down and he probes the defense. Takes his time. Chris Kwok, quick crossover dribble, and he gets the score in the layup.
Still trail by only 3. Jason Williams makes it 1.
They have a better chance than if it goes to 110.
Kobe, who had 35, just lets the time expire. Tony Delk did a great job off the bench and sparked the victory.
Before this series started, I asked Phil Jackson, would you like to see your team come out and sweep and get moving on? He said, I wouldn't mind a little adversity to see how our team is going to react. Well, you know what? It's the first loss.
The Sacramento Kings are alive and kicking, and their fans are reveling in their win Sunday over the Lakers in Game 3. The circus that is the Kings and their fans are living to fight another day. Another sellout crowd inside raucous Arco Arena for Game 4 tonight. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA playoffs on TNT. The Los Angeles Lakers lead the Sacramento Kings 2 games to 1.
Well, that was a good defensive possession. They covered Shaq. He got it out at the last minute.
Oh, what a shot by Jason Williams.
Well, that's a great shot for Jason Williams, but Rick Adams.
One of the things about Jason is he's so flamboyant, and particularly in this environment, he gets the crowd moving.
Once again, our final score, 101-88 Sacramento for John Thompson, Danny Ainge, Craig Sager, our entire crew. Kevin Harlan saying good night from Sacramento. Our producer, Mike Burks, our director, Lonnie Dale. After a quick break, Ernie and the gang will get you caught up from Studio A. The Sacramento Kings are alive and kicking, facing elimination for the 2nd consecutive game. The Kings live to play another day. This is the NBA on TNT. It's the improbable all-or-nothing Game 5, and the Los Angeles Lakers' great season has been reduced to a single game, and anything can happen in one game. The Staples Center here in downtown Los Angeles is filled to capacity. Welcome to the playoffs on TNT. The Sacramento Kings and Los Angeles Lakers tied at 2 wins apiece. Williams, a 2-on-2. He'll launch a 3 on the fly and knock it down.
Well, it's just as important for the Lakers to...
Back in the early 90s, he did win a championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. But the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings with a hard-fought first round with some well-deserved handshakes and sportsmanship.
Exactly. I mean, the great sportsmanship. You talk about the fusses, the arguments. I mean, these guys know they've gone to war, they've played, but they appreciate and respect what the others have done.
The Los Angeles Lakers advance. A great series, and the Kings made it that way.
But the Kings hustle back down court. Jason Williams, he's not looking to see Webb for the rip. The Kings dominating. Third quarter, tempers flaring. Karl Malone thinks he gets hacked by Weber. He gets no call. And Malone just loses it. He got ejected. Doesn't look like he's losing it there, but he did.
Deciding first quarter, Kings on the break. Jason Williams brings it up. Lawrence Funderburk brings it home. Kings up by 4. Pollard with 12. Second quarter action. Jason Williams, white chocolate freaking Shaq out of his love boats. I think they're size 22.
It's Williams again. Always good for a highlight. He is already in the preseason, the turnaround Jay. Jason Williams, coast to coast for the little lay-in. We're tied at 70, and in the fourth, the Kings sealed the deal. Bobby Jackson Out of Minnesota, takes it all the way to the hole to lay in and the foul.
And then Bobby Jackson, another new guy, and that'll help finish off the Lakers. New guys lead the way.
This still without C. Webb, who's nursing that tendonitis in his ankle. The final.
Who'd have thunk it? The Kings are winning with defense. Couple that with their usual offensive wizardry, and you have the makings of one of the NBA's most entertaining teams. The new buzzword in Oakland is attitude. The new tough mindset preached by Coach Dave Cowens, who tonight brings his young Chargers to Arco, believing they can prevail. But the Warriors will have to deal with Jason Williams, whose return to the Kings lineup means a frenetic tempo. Welcome to Kings basketball on Fox Sports Net. Over 17,000 making their way into Arco Arena as it's the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. You can see what the Kings did last year with Jason as the starting point guard. Through 5 games this year, 12th in points, the assists are down, and field goal percentage at 24. Turnover for Sacramento. And a nice job. Christie got his hand on that, and now it's Stojakovic ahead of the field. But it started with Christie's. Williams stole it. Jason Williams came up with the steal, and he finds Peja. And Anderson with the defense, he got back. Look out, 3-on-1. And Williams off the steal to Weber. Oh, boy! What a sequence that was.
Hey, Will, look at the steal here. This is the open floor. Now he's going to look away at Chris Webber and a little dish to Doug Christie for the dunk. Just a beautiful play. Set it up all the way.
Behind the scenes, Jason Williams was spending time with students of Highland High School, special ed, and also 2 very special children from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
They're huge fans, huge Kings fans, and they've been waiting and waiting for this when they found out about it. And it's somebody to look up to for them. And they love the Kings. They love everything about them.
Go! I think it's good, you know, this is because these kids really don't get the opportunity too often, so I just think it's a little bit fun.
Back on the floor, players had their hands full, competing against the fans in a series of games. As Jason Williams learned, there are a lot of future All-Stars coming after him and using his moves. This was a great time for fans and players to come together and start practicing for the new NBA season.
No, allow him. Into the camera. Into the camera right there. Yeah.
Here's Jason Williams in the fast break mode and finds Doug Christie for another. So when Jay Will's on the floor, he's doing something there, makes a steal. So he...
And Christie with the rebound, and Jason Williams wants to run. Foot race. Not much of one. And Jason Williams, and I think Dave Cowens saw enough of that. He's getting Del Negro up. He doesn't want to see that. Weber. Oh, boy! Chris Webber.
Just a gorgeous look here. Jason Williams just threading the needle inside to Chris Webber. Here comes Derek Dampier over, and he gets...
Jason off balance, and he gets it to fall. That's the second field. Very fine performance by the Kings tonight. No contest. As Chris Webber and Peja Stojakovic lead the Kings with 27 apiece. And they end up winning this one easily, 115 to 84. Never in doubt.
Jason Williams was going to react coming back after missing 5 games. How does 12 assists sound? And a great defensive effort with 3 steals. Jay Will joins me right now. How did it feel to be back on the floor for you, Jay?
Oh, it felt good, but, you know, most of all, it felt good to get a win here at home.
I know the fans always want to see you out there. What did you want to focus on? Did you want to show them anything tonight? Some fun, some flair?
No, not really. You know, I just think that comes with my game. You know, I just want to go out and play hard and do what coach and my teammates ask me to do, and hopefully I'll suit the fans as well.
How about timing for you tonight? Were you a little concerned that your timing might be off because you hadn't been there for a little while?
No, not really. You know, just the way I like to play, and my teammates know the way I like to play. Just get it out and run up and down and, you know, just cause chaos. That's what we did. 3
steals for you tonight, and it looked like a whole renewed defensive effort for the entire team. Is that something that internally you guys talk about and say we really need to focus on this?
I think so, you know, and it really starts with Bobby and I out front. When we pick up and pressure the ball out high, it makes our big guys guys and forwards defend a little bit harder on underneath.
Well, a lot of times guys will say, you know, when I have tougher competition in practice, it makes me better. Is that what it is with you and Bobby working together?
I think so. You know, he's a great defensive player, and he makes me work when I got the ball, and same it goes for me. When he's got the ball, I got to really keep my head down and my feet down and stay focused.
Are you learning to understand when to run, when to pull back? Everyone talked about tonight your great control.